Ooh, hello everybody out there in Facebook land, TikTok world, YouTube, everywhere this clip is going to go live or recorded. Welcome to the show. I am Monty Anderson, your host here at 412 Productions, and welcome. Always got stuff to talk about. Always got cool things and, cool things to do and talk about, from comic books to action figures to, all that good stuff, because that's what we do here. We do talk comic book stuff. And me being an artist and an actor, voice actor as well, we talk about all kinds of cool stuff. If you haven't checked out my Antarctic Press latest reviews, go to my YouTube channel and you can find them there. And I have another one to do before the next one drops this Friday. So looking forward to that as well. Gotta close that, add that, and there we go. Well, welcome to the show, everybody. I am your host here at 412 Productions, Monty Anderson, and we just had a whole slew of new storms blow through. Had a tornado touchdown just over there to my location. Actually, it was pretty close, but we were outside watching, trying to see if we could see it. Didn't see it, just because I guess it was a little bit further away than expected. But the tornado did touch down at Fort Chaffee, which is technically right in my backyard, if you will. And so that's fun stuff. No, we didn't get all the hail and stuff that everybody else did from the same storm. We got a little bit of hail for a brief moment, and then it kind of quit. But we did get the high winds, a lot of rain, flooded the area pretty good, just in the short time. Because it was still raining this morning, probably about, I had to guess, it stopped about 30 minutes ago, maybe. But no, we just got dumped on by a bunch of new storms, uh, thunderstorms with heavy winds, heavy rains, and tornado activity inside. Welcome to the show, everybody. And please like, share, and follow if you're not already. And if you go up here, not you guys on Facebook and YouTube, but up here for you guys on TikToker, you can go follow my other socials by finding my website up there. And you can check out everything else that goes on. Artwork post, homesteading post, whole slew of other stuff. All right. So, storms are out of the way. They're gone for now. Now we're supposed to get another round come this week. I think somewhere in like the Thursday through Saturday range. So, we might be talking about more storms then too. Who knows? Not that we're a meteorologist group here. We are not. But let's kick it off with some cool stuff that we just got in the mail from another artist who had too many blank comics. And so I picked up some from him. I'm looking forward to, getting my hands on these. I'm not happy with one of them, but it is what it is. It's probably how he stored it. It's the way it's looking. But let's start out with the all new X Factor. Right here. Blank comic book cover, front and back, right there. I will be drawing something on it, you know. And the all new X Factor. We specialize in helping people. Issue number 1. I'm not sure who all is in this book because I don't keep up with the newest X-Men stuff like I did with the old X-Men stuff. Especially the 1963 run. This one is artwork's cool and stuff, but I wouldn't. Not something I would buy for myself, if you will. I'm just reading it because Wolverine and Gambit are having a little tiff in this book right off It's kind of interesting to read since I haven't read any of the new stuff here lately. I don't know what's going on in any of this stuff, but I don't even know what variation or version they're going on with right here. You know, I don't know what volume without taking another peek to see because they usually put that shit on the back now. At the very end, but apparently that's not where they're putting it now. Okay, where are you guys hiding that stuff? Where are you hiding that stuff at? I mean, it would be great if they would, you know, put their stuff where they used to. I have no freaking idea where they even put that now. Yeah, because it ain't showing. Bum, bum, bum. All right. Well, that's no fun for nobody because they don't give me the whole spiel page like they normally do. What's up with that, Marvel? What the hell? I mean, like literally, what the hell? Huh. Interesting. There is no. I don't find it in there on that one. But we'll move along. Army of Darkness. Ash gets hitched. Mr. Ash. Groovy. Gets hitched. Now this one. Aha, see? This one gives me the information I'm looking for right here. Which this one is still volume 1, number 1. So, just because this is, you know, all the goody good stuff that made Ash what he is. And it's almost like looking at the comic book or the movie itself a little bit when he goes, you know, to the other world. Don Vampirella, Joseph Michael Linsner, great work. But anyway, I'm looking forward to this one. It's a little slick, it feels. So this one's going to be one of those hard covers to work on. There's certain covers that you don't want to work on. Optimus Prime. This one has the good cover. Just like the Marvel cover has one of the good covers. This one has that good cardstock paper in it. And this is all about Transformers. So if you like Transformers, this one will be right up your alley. Got some cool artwork on the inside. Again, not something that I read normally, but you know, it's a blank cover. It gives me an option to draw. Then the last two I'm kind of excited about, and I'll start with the Batman 66 first. Another good cover right here, right there, with the great Monster of Go-Go on the inside. That's the actual cover to it right there, instead of the blank cover right there. And I'm looking forward to this one. Brent Schoonmaker, or Schoonover, is the one that did the artwork. Let's see who did the cover. Mike Allred. Great, great cover. Mr. Mike Allred. And then the one that I'm disappointed with but want to work on the most right here is Evil Ernie #1. You see this little bend right here? That's what I'm not happy about. It did not show that in the picture that but he had something laid on top of it. You can kind of see it right there. You see that whole ridge? It's all the way through the entire book. This was Brian Paluto's property back in the day, but Dynamite Entertainment bought all that, and I don't know what they did to him. He looks a little funny over here, but you know what? That's how it goes. Rafael Longelis. Longelis. Tim Seeley did this cover. Carlos Rafael did another cover. Ardian Sif and Kyle Ritter did another one. Kyle Holtz, Ken Hasser, Andrew Mangum. I know Andrew. I know Andrew Mangum. I'm friends with him on Facebook. Know which cover is this one? I don't know. Ah, see back of book for all cover variants. So this one was done by Tim Seeley or Kyle Holtz. I'm not sure which. That's the Virgin cover. So this one had to be the Kyle Holtz one. But yeah, no, this would be a fun one too. But this is the one that I really wanted out of the whole group. But I was hoping that it didn't have any damage, but it unfortunately does, which sucks all the way around because that means that book's gonna have to be pressed, which I might try my hand at pressing it. I haven't pressed a comic book yet, and that might be one to start with because if it messes up, it messes up. It's not really hard to press. It's just all of the stuff you got to do to it first, which is um, get it wet. Yeah, get a comic book wet. Now you have to put it in a humidity chamber and all that stuff and let it soak in the precious fluids, and then from there you take it and press it after a couple days with a heat press for no more than 1.5 minutes, basically. Again, I got to do my research on it because I have looked at it before, looking at some of my comic books of my own, and it's just like, well, I can do this. I have a press, I have a heat press, and I've got the paper and all that stuff. And I can make this happen. Have I done it yet? Fuck no. Because why? Because I'm scared. That's why I need to take one of my really shitty copies of comics and one that is basically like worth nothing in reality because of the condition that it's in, and just press it and see what happens. But just haven't done that yet. Just haven't done it yet. Oh, lots of stuff is happening around here. I still got character workups designs that I'm working on. I've got another logo to finish. I've got a big piece to get started once I get this other work done. And I still have to shoot some prices over to people, all kinds of stuff. But yeah, I got a lot of blank covers, and I still want to get with Bonesy Jonesy out there, Mr. Brandon Jones, with his Bonesy Jonesy comics and collectibles out of Northeast Arkansas, about his blanks that he's got just chilling back in the back room. That's what I'd like to do. I need to work out a deal with him because I'd like to get all of his blanks, not just one or two, but all of them. That's not good. Let's see where you are rubbing off. 3D prints that are resin. They are bleeding through some areas, so I need to put them on something different to get all that off of there. The resin still bleeds out, even though you've washed them. I need to get a wash and cure machine, is what I really need to do. And these are character action plates right here. You can set your action figures up on them and all that goody good stuff. no, I'm trying my luck with the 3D printer, and it ain't working the way I want it to yet. So I got a new plate or a new bat plate coming, just to see if that's my issue, because my other one is jacked up, and from a cleaning that happened, my own fault, you know. So I had to get myself a new plate, and we'll see what happens from there. And this stuff is not kind at all. This resin, it ain't in my box. That's no fun. I like that. So, but yeah, no, it's 3D printing. A lot of people like the spool over the resin, but I thought the resin would be a lot better. But again, I let it sit here for a year and a half, almost 2 years before I actually ever did anything with it. So that's my own procrastination that we talked about on one of the other shows. And you know, it is what it is. So you live and learn, and you move forward and go on. So now we are trying to make things right and do some prints. Like I said, I had one successful print so far, a semi-successful print, and a partial successful print so far. It's not the greatest of stuff, but you know, it's fun stuff. I mean, the best one is the, of course, this one here, Mister Sig, or Captain Jack Spaulding, just Captain Spaulding. But you know, this one turned out really well. It still needs to go through a wash and cure process, but you know, I have to get one of them machines and I go from there. But yeah, no, it's exciting. It's a little exciting to get some prints out of things, and and then the next semi-successful print was this little Playgirl bunny type right here with her booty hanging out and all that good stuff. But you see, I had to fix her arm already and her heel. Then I'm going to come in here and sand these down. And then the semi-successful print was this one, the little gargoyle on the end, you know, a little tabletop type piece. But the tail was actually supposed to be up here. You know, it's supposed to come down here, but it put it into the block down here for whatever reason. So that makes it a little weird and awkward for a gargoyle. But whatever. I am no professional printer yet. I will get there. I will get there, folks. But a couple of other pieces that I got in yesterday with my comic books is one of the, you know, the great series that I loved, uh, from Mr. Ben Dunn and our Antarctic Press was Warrior Nun Ariella. And this is your typical block style action figures from what year? 1996. Here's the back of the card of one of them. And then you flip it around, and there's the action figure. Still mint in card. The card is not mint by any means. And I don't know if this happened whenever he packaged it or not, because I don't remember seeing that in the picture, but, you know, I still gave him a decent review for it. Now, this is the normal one, as you can see, by their stock number 0001 down here on this corner. Oops, let me put it where you guys can see it too, down here. And then the variant, a variant, this is the third variant right here, the white, the Holy White Warrior Nun Ariella, including a completely different packaging on the front and on the back. The packaging is completely different all the way around, including the Antarctic Press logo over here, which is this little logo right here in this corner. Whereas you see this one is the yellow Antarctic Press on this one. And then again, the backs are different as well. This one you could actually get a comic book, and I'm actually going to send a copy to Ben Dunn and say, hey, where's my comic book, man? Where's my comic book? Because I am friends with Ben Dunn on Facebook, and we talk on a regular basis. Now this, if I were to pull these out of the cases, do not have the hole in their foot where this would work. You see those little indentions right here that would go in.